Hey guys, Darkboy244 here, and I usually don't do these, but today I'm going to be doing a review of the game Car Simulator 2015. And in this review, I'm basically just going to show you what you can do in the game, and how the game looks, and how it feels. So, one thing I've noticed about this game, after playing it for a little while, it is pretty cool. The game has physics. It's a free roaming game where you can just drive around anywhere you want, and it actually damages your car when you do something that would damage your car. See here, I'm crashing a little bit, and I've damaged up the back of my car and the front of my car a little bit. As you can see here, damaged it quite a bit. This game is really cool because the graphics of the car are pretty good. Some of the graphics in this game, like the buildings and stuff, could be better, but they're adequate for an iPhone game. So, now let's talk about the actual game. It's pretty cool. There's 3 different modes. There's checkpoint mode, free roam, and traffic mode. In traffic mode, you can drive around, and there's cars driving around on the roads. In free roam mode, you can just drive around, there's nothing around, no cars or anything, you can just drive around freely. In checkpoint mode, you go around the city, you can still go around free roaming, but there's an option where you can go and drive through the checkpoints and collect them and try to go all the way around the city. And right now I'm driving the Lamborghini Gallardo, and you pretty much start the game off with this car, but you can unlock different cars like the Hummer and the Bugatti after you drive around your car a little bit. As you can see up at the top, I have where my miles per hour is, it says up there my miles that I've driven. Once you get to a certain amount of miles driven, you can unlock certain cars. With the things like Bugatti and the Hummer and the Bugatti, you need collectibles, which you can find scattered around the city. The Bugatti is in the city, and the Hummer is in the off-road section. Now, one thing to note about the game is there's a couple of bugs that should be fixed, like this one, right here. Right here you see where that color changes, you can fall through the map. And that shouldn't happen, but I guess it does. Other than that, I really haven't seen any problems with the game, other than things like stuff like that. And another thing is that kind of bugs me, is that there's a lot of ads. So you'll be playing the game, and then it will just say ads showing up in 3, 2, 1. And there's a lot of those. But I can understand why they'd put them in, because, they want to get paid for their game that they made and spent a lot of time for. And I can see why they have that. Like on the bottom here, you can see. But that doesn't really bother me, because it only takes like 5 seconds to get back into the video game, and the videos usually last 17 seconds or something like that at longest or something. Other than that, the game runs really smoothly, it's not laggy, and the graphics seem pretty good for an iOS game. You can also, the game is free to buy on the App Store and Android Store, and really, it's really fun if you're just driving around in the car or something, or you're bored and you're not doing anything, you're on a plane or something, and you just want to drive around and explore. You can just drive around, explore, drive for a while, collect some cars for driving, and try to do little things that are kind of fun, like, oh, I want to jump up this building, and you just go up this ramp and jump up the building, and then land it perfectly. So the game functions. Now, there are a couple different functions when you're in the game. Like, there's this function, so when your car's all messed up, you just press the button, and you wait, and it fixes itself. It molds back together, which is a really cool animation. There's also other things like TSP, which cause you lose kind of controlling. The turning circle you can turn off. so you can't really turn much, and your ABS. So you just turn off all these things. So you basically, at this point, all I can do is really go straight, or I do this, and like I lose control. So there, I went through the map. There's other things like this, so I'm not exactly sure what they do, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what this does. This resets your thing, so if you're upside down or something, you can reset it. This is the pause menu. You can set it into different languages, kilometers, your steering, your music, to remove ads. You can see when your next car is unlocked. This changes your camera. You got a couple different cameras. You got the side camera, you got the hood, at the inside, and you've got just the third-person camera. There's a lot of things that you can do in this, like there's, as you can see in the airport, there's a lot of ramps and things like that. There's cool stuff you can do with the traffic. If you go in traffic mode, you can turn that on, and you can turn on the traffic, and there's some fun stuff you can do with the cars that drive by. But otherwise, I think this is a good game. A great game. It's fun to play when you're just really bored, and there's just a lot of fun things you can do. You can do like some drifts, planes you can hit. Otherwise, I think this is a really cool game. There's a lot of places on the map where you can fall through the map a little bit, but as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you shouldn't fall through the map, except for that one part over here at the airport that I found so far, where you can fall through the map when you're not doing anything. But otherwise, I think this is a great game. It runs really smoothly, it has good graphics, and yeah. So I'll just be quiet now, and I'll show you me going up this ramp, and I'll show you some of the different cars you can unlock. I'd just like to mention that landing was absolutely perfect, and it didn't do any damage to my car whatsoever. Alright, so I'll show you some of the cars you can unlock now. See, when you go into the menu, there can be some ads sometimes. It's really, you can rate them. So here's your cars.
Why is Xfinity perfect for couples?
Because my voice is my best feature.
Show me romance.
Find romantic movies faster with the new X1 voice remote from Xfinity.
See, a lot of ads. And I'm not supported by Xfinity. And see, here's a car. It's fun on Forza. This is the Hummer. You can unlock the Ferrari and the Bugatti. So you start off with the Lamborghini Gallardo. You go up to the truck, then the sedan, then another SUV, then like a Nissan, and then this sports car, then the Hummer, then the Ferrari, then the Bugatti. And you can see by the miles, it goes up a lot as we go up. So this one's 10 miles away. You have to drive 10 miles. This one's 41 miles. This one's 104. This one's 259. And then, as you can see with the Bugatti and the Hummer, you have to collect all the collectibles. I think the Hummer one is a lot easier because you just have to go up the hills and collect them. You can do that with really any car. So, yeah, that's really it I wanted to show you. Overall, I think this is a really good game. And, yeah, I really like it so far. I've been playing it a little bit. And, that's pretty much it. This has been DarkBlade244. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.